And on Monday Night Raw review, now it started off with Drew McIntyre, and I like Drew McIntyre, but I'm happy he's no longer champion. He was dull, he was boring for the entire year. I mean, for the last week, Miz was more of an entertaining champion than he was for the entirety of his reign. It lasted a whole year and he was boring, he was bland, he was dull. Yes, he's good in the ring, but he's got no charisma. He's boring, he's basic. If you want, Vince McMahon, if you want a Scotsman with that charisma, there's only one place to look.
Ladies and gentlemen, about there, see it loud and see it proud. Greater!
I like the story that was told throughout the show. It was pretty decent. Miz, Lashley, I mean, trying to get the Miz to defend his title against Lashley. He was promised it last week, the title defence, the title shot. Lashley didn't get it, wanted it this week, and he was going to get it. And I like how Miz tried to get out of the title shots. Not sure about the first one. I think this is where they could have used Drew McIntyre maybe in the first part. Have him come down, try and stop it, and then maybe even get himself arrested or something like that. Do something like that, maybe. Maybe that wouldn't work, but I did like what they did anyway. The stomach cramp things, I thought Miz had shit himself.
Risk, and it backfired. I went to fart and instead shit myself.
But I liked everything else they did. The way he ran away in the second one. They just dragged it out throughout the night, making you want to wait until the end of the show. And the way they did it at the end with Bobby Lashley absolutely squashing him was fantastic. But I'll talk about that in a little bit. For me, Naomi should be over on SmackDown with Roman Reigns, the Usos, and doing a whole family thing over there. Instead, she's getting squashed on Raw. She looks like she's skinned a muppet with what she was wearing. But she gets squashed by Nia Jax, and there was just no point to it. No one gets over, no one gets anything from this. It's pointless. Rhea Ripley is coming to Raw. So what? She should have been here a year ago. She was hot, she was on fire then. It's just too late. Too little, too late. One thing that's really annoyed me over the last, I don't know, 10, 15 years is how they book giants. It's so one-dimensional and so basic and so boring. Can we please be a bit more creative? Braun Strowman again, being made to look stupid. Wrestles the same way any other giant wrestles. Talks the same way. Acts the same way. It is boring. Can we please do something different with this guy? I mean, he's completely ruined anyway what they're doing with him now. Who wants to see Shane McMahon in another bloody match? I didn't want to see him a couple of years ago in a Hell in a Cell with The Undertaker. I don't want to see him now. Okay? Back when he was younger, when he was getting thrown through glass windows by Kurt Angle, yeah, that was brilliant. WrestleMania 17 with his dad, yeah, that was fantastic. But after that, no thank you. He's just gone downhill. Last few years, come on guys. No more Shane McMahon, please. I don't want to see Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon at WrestleMania, but I can guarantee that's what we're getting. At least the Hurt Business didn't drop the tag team titles tonight. I was dreading that they were going to do something stupid and give Braun Strowman and Adam Pearce the tag team titles. I like the way they laid out that match. Hurt Business sold their arses off for Braun Strowman, bumping all over the place, and then catching Adam Pearce unawares with a roll-up. Done. Business. Didn't mind it at all. Again, though, making Braun Strowman look stupid, and I don't like where this is going. Wasn't too sure about this Bad Bunny, but the more I've seen him, the more I've liked him. Not too keen on the music side of things, but he's a celebrity. Young people know who he is, so he might get a few eyes on the product. I like his partnering up with Damian Priest, but I don't know how much longer that can go on for. I'm expecting Priest to turn on him at some point. That's what I think is going to happen. The match with Elias and Priest was okay. Elias really isn't a sort of guy, a character. He's more of a character wrestler than a wrestler. So he shouldn't be having these long drawn out matches week in, week out. It exposes him. He should be a character wrestler. He should be singing his songs, doing his stick, and sticking to that, in my opinion. Can't be the only one that doesn't want to see Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton have another match at WrestleMania. Worms? Don't anyone remember the Worms? Oh, no, please, no, please, no. I'm guessing it's going to be kind of similar to what they did with John Cena and Bray Wyatt last year. That was pretty decent, I suppose, if they do a cinematic thing. But Randy Orton he's so boring. Another thing that I don't want to see at WrestleMania is Charlotte in another title match. Look, again, I like Charlotte in the ring. She's really good. But that's about it. That's as far as it goes for me. She's a complete rip-off of her dad. If she had a different character, maybe it'd be different, but she just rips her father off. For me, she's the fourth most entertaining Flair and the whole family. Went and defeated Shayna Baszler in a pretty pointless match. Pointless. The worst faction for me all time now has got to be this Retribution group. They suck balls. And it's not that they're not talented. I know they have got some talented individuals in that group. Dominik Dijakovic, I interviewed the guy a couple of years ago. He is a nice guy and he's very, very talented. We saw it in NXT. We've seen it on the Indies. The guy is a talent and he's being disused. Like many others that have come up from NXT. And another one in that group, Mia Yim. Mia Yim, very talented as well. Come on. They're losing to Lucha House Party. And okay, Matt Riddle, who again they're disusing and just making a joke of. From slapping his arse with Leo Rush to banging Lana. Finally, after all that shit he's had to put up with since his return to the WWE, Lashley is finally in the place he deserves to be, the WWE champion. And I loved how they played it out throughout the night. I said it earlier. I loved how he squashed the Miz in a lumberjack match at the end. I thought it was brilliant. And please, please, please don't let the geezer drop the belt too soon. He doesn't need to drop it at Fastlane. He definitely doesn't need to drop it to McIntyre at WrestleMania. Let the guy go on a nice long run. This guy can carry the Raw brand. I mean, McIntyre didn't do a good job of it in the last year. The ratings have plummeted. People have been leaving in their droves to go and watch other shows. We need a champion on Raw like a Bobby Lashley. Come on. I like the group that he's with, the faction, the Hurt Business. You got the Mouthpiece MVP. You've got legitimate athletes like Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley. You've got an up-and-coming superstar like Cedric Alexander. It's a great faction. Let's keep it going for a while. Let's keep them on top and strong and let them carry it. They could be a new Four Horsemen sort of faction. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for my Monday Night Raw review. I'll see you next time. Please smash the likes, hit the follow button, hit that bell. What the hell? You know what to do. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.